Hey guys, my name is Komasan and welcome to another week of FNAF Weekly News. As always, I do every week covers this week's past FNAF news, and this week it's kind of mainly a March week. We do got some FNAF movie news. Since it's been like 2 weeks now, there hasn't been a lot of news. It's mainly behind the scenes stuff, and I don't want to spoil any of you guys. And there's also some book and some game news, so very exciting stuff this week. But if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. But let's jump into the March news. So Jazwares will showcase their spring 2026 Five Nights at Freddy's products on Thursday, December 18th. A showcase of MENDO Series Wave 2 has been teased, featuring MENDO 02 and suit pieces for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So Jazwares has been showing off some new stuff, basically for Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and we got some plushies on the way. They look pretty cute in a MENDO series. I don't know what's up with the endoskeleton in like Jazwares. I'm thinking it's like a customizable thing, because I've been seeing this guy everywhere. I've been seeing this stupid endoskeleton every week, or whenever I cover Jazwares, it's always a dang endoskeleton. Maybe it's like a mix and match type of thing with the endoskeleton, different outfits and stuff like that. Maybe that. It's kind of a smart idea when you think about it. Like, make your own animatronic from other pieces of other animatronics. Kind of like what the Withers were used for the toy animatronics, if that makes sense. It's kind of funny. But the plushies are very cute. That's one thing I can give Jazwares, is that they actually have some good plushies. Funko, the plushies, pretty bad, but these look pretty cute. They look like they would belong in a game. I really like Toy Freddy. We got Balloon Boy, you got Toy Chica with Call the Cupcake, the toy version, Mango, and Toy Bonnie, the demon spawn. So these are looking amazing, but they're gonna be a showcase on spring 2026, and they're gonna be products on Thursday, December 18th, which is 2 days ago, so I'm a little bit late on that. And Austin Long has confirmed 2 new Five Nights at Freddy's Fazbear Fanverse initiative. YouTube's figures are in the war. If you guys don't know, there's a Fanverse thing kind of that Scott made with fan game developers. It's not been doing that good. There's some good stuff that came out, like Five Nights at Freddy's 4, Pop Goes if you're into that, and the Joy of Quason, like remake or whatever. Those are the 3 like games that like the Fanverse is focusing on, because the 2 other creators are bad people and they got kicked. So these are looking like some. Maybe we're gonna get like some new toys. I'm hoping for Five Nights at Candy's, because I honestly prefer Five Nights at Candy's. Even if I only like the first game, I just like the designs. It's very like FNAF. It matches the FNAF aesthetic, and it just makes sense in my opinion. And I just like Five Nights at Candy's 1 is like one of the best fan games. It's so good. But there's gonna be 2 new figures for maybe one of these series, so we don't know. Tell me in the comments below what character you would like. Maybe a penguin. Fucking YouTube's figure. I think that would be pretty cool. That penguin is pretty cool in Five Nights at Candy's. And Daco sells some plans for the next deal for Five Nights at Freddy's Hex. So we got some like plushie designs. We got Vanny. We've seen Vanny before. Glitch Trap and Glamour Bonnie. I always forget his name because he's not in the game basically. Some merch. And coming look at what's his name? It's like Scrambled like 40 or something. Molten 40. I think it's called Molten 40 from FNAF 6. I think that's the name. Molten 40 is there. So that's like an upcoming tease for a future U2's plushie. But Daco has showed a bunch of plans that are coming out, so let me read those. So Security Breach Wave 2 featuring Vanny, Glitch Trap, and Glamour Bonnie. Prototype Zone, we saw the image above. Secret of the Mimic Wave 2 featuring Party Time Chica, which I'm excited for. White Tiger keychain and an in-game accurate White Tiger plushie, so that's pretty cool too. Into the Pit Wave featuring Spring Bonnie, which is just gonna be one thing, I guess, and maybe merch. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 Wave, which is gonna be really interesting, featuring Nightmares and Game Accurate plus Chat plus. Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Cylinder Wave featuring Scrap animatronics and Mediocre Melodies. We get Nedbell, guys. We get our favorite animatronic Nedbell. I want Daco to make #1 create a plushie. It's stupid, but I want that as a plushie. And we got either Freddy or Spring Chat plus a backpack. He's kind of been doing those backpacks. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy keychains, and hopes to do Cuddly, Withers, Fun Times, and Glamour sitting pluses, which basically are the new Five Nights at Freddy's 2 plushies that came out that are all not magnetic. You can like sit them down and stuff. They're very cheap, not as expensive as the other plushies that Hex has, so they're like very good if you want to get one, but you don't really care about the magnets. So this is all the plans for 2026 for Hex. Maybe there's gonna be more stuff in the future. I don't know how far Daco basically plans out all this stuff, but this year was pretty impactful for Hex. A lot of cool stuff came out. The most thing I'm excited for is the Party Time Chica. like once I saw the design, it's like this design's so cute. This is like the best Chica in my opinion. I just love that voice on Chica. But are you guys excited for Hex in 2026? Tell me in the comments below. And we also got a new look at the Five Nights at Freddy's Endo Series Wave 2 by Jazwares. This probably happened like 2 days ago. Using a spectrogram, the audio for the teaser appears to be Shadow Bonnie. So we got an Endo 02 just screaming his head off, and a spectrogram basically teasing Shadow Bonnie. So Shadow Bonnie's gonna be coming. That's pretty cool. Maybe Shadow Freddy thing. I think wait. I think Shadow Freddy already came out. I'm pretty sure he did. This is a little tease for Shadow Bonnie, and we get to see Endo 02. And that was all for the merch news. Now let's jump into the book news. So the cover for the official novelization of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is releasing on May 5th, 2026. So that's a long way. That's a long way, and it includes 8 pages of photos. That's not very exciting. But if you want to read the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie, it's coming out May 5th, 2026. And also the biggest thing for book news, we got our first preview to the Mimic in Five Nights at Freddy's Tales from the Pizzaplex graphic novel collection volume 2, releasing on April 7th, 2026. Say that 2 times fast, that's really hard to say. The novel includes illustrated adaptations of Queso, Submicphobia, and the Mimic. So we got some new previews of what the book's gonna look like in the covers. It's releasing in 4 months basically around my birthday, so that's pretty cool. Maybe I can pick that up for my birthday. But this is probably gonna be the most interesting book because it's gonna adapt the Mimic into an illustrated graphic look at it, and so I'm very excited for that because I love the Mimic. The Mimic is such a cool character. This looks pretty good. I can't wait for this to come out on April 7th, 2026. And that was all for the book news. Now let's jump to the game news. So Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic releases for Nintendo Switch and Xbox X and S on December 16th. So we already knew about the Xbox now, but now it's actually confirmed for the Switch. No Switch 2 though. I'm not sure if the Switch 2 has backwards, ability or whatever it's called for this. So it's kind of interesting that no Switch 2 release. Maybe they didn't get a dev kit in time before it came out. I don't know. But it's coming out to the Nintendo Switch and Xbox Series XS. I'm not sure how good the performance was for Security Breach on the Switch. I think I've heard people say it was pretty bad. So I hope this is a little bit better. Secret of the Mimic is I don't know why it's such an intense game. It doesn't look like it, but it is surprisingly. So I hope this game performs well on the Switch. Fingers crossed. And that was all for the game news. Now let's jump into the movie news. The high comparison between the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 animatronics, and we're going to see all the FNAF 2 animatronics with some human counterparts, and we're going to see how big the animatronics were. And they were pretty big if you guys remember in the movie. So they're kind of as big as an adult William Afton basically. I think he's on the left there. Bonnie's pretty big. Freddy's very, very big. Bonnie's only big because his ears. Abby's pretty small, torso linked with Toy Chica there. But the Wiggler animatronics are kind of, I'm not sure if they're bigger or smaller than toy animatronics honestly, but still cool that they have the size comparison. I just imagine being one of the actors stepping on and seeing one of the animatronics being that huge. It's probably terrifying, especially if you're a Five Nights at Freddy's fan and seeing that. I'd probably just faint. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die to Freddy Fazbear. But that is very cool. And for the final thing of this week, it's about the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 earnings. And the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 has surpassed $100 million domestically. The film has earned $180.1 million globally on a product budget of $36 to $51 million. So it got its money back 3-4 times its worth. So that's honestly crazy. Huge congrats to the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. I knew the movie was gonna do well. Us FNAF fans I love these movies. Though I personally enjoy them. Not sure if others do, but I like these movies a lot. And I'm just happy to see it doing well. And this is before the DVD sales. It's releasing maybe in 2 weeks for digital sales, so you can buy it on Amazon Prime or whatever. So it's gonna definitely get more money, and I can't wait to see the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 movie. It's gonna be a while before we actually get news for that, of course, because they gotta film that and all that stuff. It took 2 years for the movie to come out for the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. Maybe 2 years or maybe 3 years before we actually get a trailer or a full reveal of the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 movie. But this is huge news. But guys, that was all the news for this week. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. I do this every week, so subscribing helps a lot. And you get some new FNAF news every week. And thank you to my channel members, you can become a channel member for $1, $5, and $10 a month. It helps a lot. But I'll see you guys in the next video.